Hi there, I'm going to talk to you about binary health outcomes. I was going to give you a quick list. Organic, free range, no artificial sweeteners, no added sugar, sugar-free, naturally low in sugar, naturally low in fat, enriched with vitamins and minerals, no artificial preservatives, no added preservatives, no artificial colours, no artificial flavourings, no added salt, naturally low in salt, naturally low in fat, etc, etc, etc. These are all things that are put onto our food as advertising to try and get us to buy the foods. These are what I like to refer to as binary health qualities. We as a species like to think of things in terms of good and bad. That is to say, binary. They're either this camp or they're this camp, and there's nothing in the middle. The fact of the matter is, life isn't like that. Somewhere between the low end and the high end, there's going to be a middle amount that's probably right. Quite often with these things we don't know what that amount is. It's going to be somewhere, and it's somewhere between the two, but we have no idea where. Whatever that amount is, it is definitely not a moderate amount. I have another video called Moderation is Bullshit, because the phrase moderation is key annoys me no end. Some people have watched this video and have commented to me that actually you're wrong. There are things which are good for you in a low dose and bad for you in a high dose. These people are missing the point. That is, in fact, what that entire video was about. Is that there are an appropriate dose which is good, appropriate doses which are good for you, and inappropriate doses which are bad for you. It's not about it being a moderate amount, or it being a moderation is key approach. It's about there being a correct amount, an amount that is good, or is useful. And if you go below that, it stops being there, and if you go above it, it becomes potentially dangerous. Now, when we see all these foods with all these lovely fluffy descriptions on them, people tend to think this is good for you. It must be, because it is organic. It has no added sugar. Some of these products are annoying, because yes, you can slap a no added sugar label onto a banana. That's okay. A banana's already 98% sugar. This, in and of itself, doesn't make the food good or bad. It's just a biological and chemical fact that this food is 98% sugar in terms of calories, rather than in terms of weight. That's another discussion. How do we exactly measure these things? Food producers can measure them however they want. There are a couple of different rules in place. When you talk about diets, you talk about something being high in fat. What we're talking about in high in fat diets is that a high proportion of the calories come from fat. But if you look at a food label, it's labelled differently. It's then labelled by weight. So, if for example we were to slap a naturally low in sugar label upon butter, brilliant. Of course butter's low in sugar. It hasn't got any. It is 100% fat. Butter being 100% fat doesn't make it bad for you. It's just what butter is. 100% fat. And finally, just to clear it off, we're going to go through that list again. Organic, free range, no artificial sweeteners, no added sugar. Sugar-free, naturally low in sugar, naturally low in fat, enriched with vitamins and minerals. Iron normally, but minerals will do. No artificial preservatives, no added preservatives, no artificial colours, no artificial flavourings, no added salt, naturally low in salt. Man, this food must be really good for me. What is this? Arsenic! Arsenic is all of those things. It is natural, it is deadly. But, if you take a small amount of it, it can provide good health benefits. Does it mean that you should be able to just buy it off the shelf at the shop? And just assume because of all of these low ends and high ends and all this stuff on the label, it's going to be good for you? No, don't be stupid. At some point you might have to use your brain.